Hey guys, I want to get in and share some of these gems with y'all. We getting up, we never lived this thing called life, but we get up experiencing it every day. The problem is, we done lived in so many bodies before, and we forget that the right now is the most important thing it is on earth, right now. So, you lived in a 1 year old body, you lived in a 2 year old body, you lived in a 3 year old body, all the way up until now. Let's say you 30, 40 years old. You've been in 30 bodies, 40 bodies. What are you doing right now? The more you go back on those bodies, things that hurt you, you go back to memories and emotions. You go back to programming. So the key is, we're not going to get on here talking about problems. We're going to get on here talking about solutions. The key is, you have to live right now, for right now. How you feel right now, that's how your energy should be vibrating. That's how everything should be going. You shouldn't go back when you was 13. You're not in a 13-year-old body. You shouldn't go back when you was 26. You're not in that 26-year-old body. Right now, if you're 40 years old, you're supposed to be living 40 years old. You never lived that body before. The problem, you don't live and you so much in survival mode because you always going back. You never put yourself to go forward. The time that you put yourself to go forward, living for the now, is when you start thinking things that you need to think consciously. Other than that, your subconscious thinking, because all of the things you're thinking about is what's previous from what you is now. So think about this. If you on your way to somewhere in a car and you got to drive, I don't care if you're doing 100 miles per hour. Once you let your feet off the gas, the car slow down. And the more you hold your feet off that gas and slow down. You don't have to hit the brakes. It's going to slow down, right? In order for the car to speed up, you got to hit the brakes again, right? You got to hit the gas again, right? That's like how your brain work. In order for you to learn different things, you got to stretch it. If you don't stretch your brain, it's going to always be like that. So the reason why we don't know nothing new is because we never stretched the brain. We used to the things that we used to. And that's called unconscious thinking. You're not conscious of what's going on. Once you become conscious of what's going on, then you'll start thinking, you'll start, using your superpower. And I think everybody's superpower is consciousness. Consciousness is awareness. It's aware. It's knowing what you're doing when you're doing it. That's a whole superpower. Because I'm conscious of how I think. I'm conscious of my thoughts. I'm conscious of what I say to other people because it's going to reflect back on me. I'm conscious of what I say about myself first. You hear a lot of people, they get on this line and they talk about, oh, I'm so mad at this. I'm tired of this. I'm sick of this. But if I am was God, imagine how many people that's killing themselves just off I am. I am mad. I am sick. I am sad. This person made me mad. How could somebody outside of you make you mad and you the creator? Think about that. If God can come and tell y'all, literally, it's not me, it's you. You killing yourself. And you ask the question, how? Because what you tell yourself. What do you tell yourself? How do you feel about yourself? Do you show yourself gratitude? Do you tell yourself, I am that I am? I know I am the creator. I love myself as the creator. But do you tell yourself that? No, you run around and tell motherfuckers, oh, you mad, I'm sad, I'm sick, I hate this, I'm dead, I'm alive, I'm dead, I'm alive. All of this shit you saying about yourself, that's you. I am that I am. That means you are the creator. You creating this for your reality. Nobody outside of you creating your reality for you than you. That's why it's good to sit down and watch Bob Ross paintings and you watch him create something out of nothing, out of blank canvas. He put that paint on the brush and just start creating. You don't know what he's gonna do until you put that paint on the brush. I mean that paint on the canvas. So that's what we all need to do. We need to be conscious of what we putting on the canvas. This whole world is a canvas. It's a reflection of you. So therefore, you got to know what you putting on this canvas. If you don't know what you putting on this canvas, anything can spill on your canvas. Now you got to worry about how you gonna get this off. Oh, what is this doing here? Because it was a thought. It was something you put on that. So being older and knowing that you was 39, 37, 36, 35, 38, you was It's time for you to grow now. You were sent here as a seed to grow into a fruit-bearing tree so you can share this energy and information with the younger generation, guys. You didn't come here to learn and keep it to yourself and with an ego. All of this shit you didn't come with. They made you think you came here with an ego. And the only reason why you came with an ego is because of all of the things you've been through. Of course we're going to go through things in life, but we got to know that this is journey and know we got something that's helping us on this journey. We always got somebody that's helping us. You can't see them yet. But once you find Christ consciousness and you get conscious of what you're doing and how you're doing it, you will know it's somebody helping you because you don't see it, but you will feel it. It'll happen. So that's what we got to get. We got to get more conscious, y'all. Our superpower should be consciousness, because you can use that at all times. You ain't got to use it when nothing bad happens. It's like the more we think hard is when something bad happens. When something bad happens, we just start thinking like we never thought before. That's a superpower because we go in. We go in to think. That's what thoughts is from. You get thoughts from in. So when you know you go in to think and you know 60,000 thoughts every morning you think, 90% of those 60,000 thoughts you think every morning is from yesterday. If you know that and you consciously know that, you know what to think today. So tomorrow you'll have those same thoughts and they'll be good thoughts. There'll be something that's going to uplift you. And you're going to keep uplifting, and that's going to become a habit. Once that become a habit, now you're not programmed no more. You're outside of the box. You're outside of the matrix. Because you're thinking for yourself. You're conscious, aware of what you're doing before you do it, knowing that's going to seep into the subconscious and it's going to come out into the physical. So this is what they don't want us to know. They don't want us to be conscious. They don't want us to be aware. They want us to just obey. They want us to just follow all the trends. They want us to just, be a customer to all the businesses, as far as the churches, the schools, the hospitals, the jails, and all of these things, so they can make more money off of our energy. But we got to be conscious of that. See, it don't make you dumb. It don't make you smart being conscious, because that's something, your superpower. You came with that. You didn't come and buy consciousness. You didn't came and earn consciousness. Consciousness is in everything. Everything that's alive is conscious. So therefore, you are the number one captain of your ship. That means you have the keys to the boat. You can drive it any way you want to drive it. You just got to know your destination, And so when you get on a boat with somebody else, you got to study, ask them, where are we going, or how we get there, You don't want to do that when it comes to your inner self, because you don't want nobody outside of you controlling your ship, right? So therefore, take the keys and become the captain of your ship and be conscious of your vessel, your temple, because this is you. You're not the body, but this is you. You can consciously think any thought and get it into that body and make it do whatever you want it to do by keep consciously thinking. You got to conscious think, though. And it all boiled down to, at the end, if you really, really want it, you got to feel it. You got to feel it to the point that when you visualize a lemon and don't literally have a lemon in your physical hand, you know how it tastes, you know how it smells, you know how it feels, you know how sour it is, just by visualizing it. So everything that you want, you got to visualize it, you got to feel it, and you got to feel it to the point that you know it's coming to the physical, that you already it already. Once you know you already it, it's going to start happening just like that. And sometimes it's going to take, a little small period of time, because your body not used to it. Once your body get used to that over and over again, just like meditation, you're going to get better and better at it. Ain't no wrong way or right way to meditate. As long as you know how to quiet the body down, quiet the mind down, center yourself, and think about the things you want, and knowing that those things, consciousness is going to come to the physical through repetition. You ain't got to worry about meditating and how long to do it and All you got to do is get connected with yourself, your inner self, let that out. Release the things you need to release. Let those things out you need to let out, and just put out good on yourself, man. The more you do it, the more conscious you are of it, you're going to get better and better and better. And then you can explain these videos just like this. You ain't got to get on here with books and telling everybody to go to fucking Africa and touch pyramids and all that old shit. You ain't got to do all that. All you keep people at this moment. You ain't got to take people back. I love y'all unconditionally, and y'all don't owe me nothing but what I'm giving y'all, and that's the universal light. You ain't got to take people back to Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, they had their own dream. You got to have your own dream while you're here. Shit, Bob Marley had his own dream. Everybody had their own dream.